You're playing for something bigger than you, obviously. You know, even if it's not, you know, for me, it would be the Wizards, you know, the NBA.
A look from above the incredible City Hall building here in our broadcast. And with
Kevin, thanks.
David, he is showing that maturity. Thanks for that report. So the Nets starting five. Kyrie Irving is out there with Harden. And it's Durant. Then there's Harris. And it's Jordan in at the five. And for the 76ers, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Curry is out there with Ben Simmons. And it's Green in at the three. Now here's Simmons. Feeds to Embiid, and the dunk by Embiid.
Oh, look, I love how Simmons makes his teammates better. He's consistent at looking to get them going.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Nets. Coming into this, having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
Remarkable consistency from deep. You can't count on that every game, especially on the road.
And they were connecting. And when they're connecting like that, they're hard to beat. Their accuracy from outside, just incredible.
Just two to shoot. Simmons with the defensive effort. Now the 76ers with it. Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Misses the three. Brooklyn with the ball. 4-point game. Here's Jordan. Harden the pass to Jordan. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. On the wing, Harris. Six to shoot. The 76ers need to get off a shot, and Green gets it to go.
The agility from Green when he goes inside is impressive. I mean, his fluid motion gets him to his shot.
And you talk about the perfect veteran wing player. Danny Green's right at the top of that list. Solid defense, good shooter, and plays within himself.
Curry kicks to Embiid. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Simmons dishes to Curry. Back to Simmons. Over Harden. Again, Philadelphia. And Greg, the experiences that Danny Green has had over the course of his terrific career, it's hard to match.
I mean, he's won multiple titles in his career, done so in different places with different types of teams. He's seen it all and knows what it takes to succeed.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played.
Oh, what athleticism from the young guard. Simmons is excellent at cutting into the heart of the defense.
The 76ers shooting their first free throws of the game.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Howard's checked in for Joel Embiid. Korkmaz comes in for Tobias Harris. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Curry. And Maxey subbed in for Danny Green.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Nothing yet up on the scoreboard for them. Here's Llewellyn. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game.
I love whenever Griffin finishes with power. I mean, he's showing he's not to be messed with close to the basket.
We've got 1:13 left here in the opening quarter. Howard in the post, defended by Griffin. And it's Simmons penetrating. And there's Howard. That's good on the assist from Simmons.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
To the paint, here's Griffin, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And here's Maxey. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Outside, Simmons. Korkmaz passes to Howard. He's off on that one. Nets trail by 11. Here's Luwawu, and he banks in the layup.
Look, that's a nice play. You need low post scoring to keep your offense balanced.
Now Simmons, 7 points in the game. 15 seconds left here in the first quarter. Yep, that one goes in there.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Yeah, you got to be careful. It's still early. They've expended a lot of energy, but they've also built a nice cushion here.
Shots good by Green.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
He gets it up, and the last second attempt doesn't fall. And we reached the end of the first quarter. 70s. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the 76ers, what are your thoughts?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, yeah, this is their preferred pace, and it's gotten them out to an early lead.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. Griffin is out there with Green. Then there's Brown. Then there's Irving. And it's Luwawu in at the small forward.
Look at that. No hesitation at all from Irving. He's looking to score as soon as he touches the rock.
Milton with it. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Utah. Now the dish to Howard. Brooklyn with the rebound.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down. Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track. And drafted 42nd back in 2018 out of Miami, Bruce Brown has shown himself to be a rugged two-way guard.
Yeah, he's a second-round steal. Yeah, he competes at the defensive end of the floor, and the shooting numbers are trending in the right direction.
And it's slammed in by Howard.
You allow Howard to get in close, he's going to punch that ticket.
Nets trail by 6. Outside Irving. Down low. Here's Griffin. No good on that one. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
Well, it helps when your opponent makes that many mistakes. I thought that was the story of the game.
And when they kept getting all those gifts, they took advantage. Turnovers don't mean anything unless you turn them into points.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Now, here's Thibault. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Irving surveying the floor. Right side, Griffin. Pass to Brown. It doesn't go for him. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. Knocks it loose. Griffin with it. And it's Howard picking him up. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
I mean, come on, fellas. Keep your head in the game. I mean, that pass should have been basic.
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Joel Embiid. He's checked in for Howard. Harris comes in for Korkmaz. Danny Green, he's checked in for Shake Milton. And it's Seth Curry in for Maxey. And a new group in for the Nets. Jordan, he's checked in for Griffin. Kevin Durant comes in for Green. Joe Harris is checked in for Luwawu Cabarro. And it's James Harden in for Bruce Brown. Here's Curry with the 3. Brooklyn with the rebound. Embiid with the steal. Thibault on the wing. Curry against Irving. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, you better know where Embiid is. I mean, when you lose sight of him, he'll kill you on the boards.
Now here's Harden. He's guarded closely. Irving finds Harden. Now here's Durant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Harden the pass to Jordan. Back to Harden. Turnaround Jay. The shot that time not on target. Some solid defense from Harris. Green with the ball. He's picked up by Jordan. .109 left in the first half of the game. Embiid. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And it's an 8-point 76ers lead. Outside Durant. That's good from Harris on the assist by Durant. Harris has got his first bucket in this one.
Now look, an assist like that gives Durant more hyped than any other play he makes. He loves creating an easy bucket for a teammate.
Now here's Green. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. On the wing, Harris. Now here's Embiid. A baseline J, and again it's Philadelphia. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets, trailing here by 8.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
Yeah, what was that? Did he forget him? Very strange.
Now here is Harris. He's coming off a 22-point game against Utah. Embiid kicks to Harris. Pass to Embiid. Bible on the wing from beyond the arc.
I like how Irving gets after it on defense, using his speed to stick with this man and make.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Ben Simmons had it going on in the first quarter. He had 9 points, and that.
Rest in peace to the Mamba and baby Gigi.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You look at Ben Simmons in this game. He's been everywhere.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Ben Simmons is out there with Curry. And it's Green in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. A shot by Jordan, no good.
He's got to do a better job making the D pay for them.
Oh, wow!
Nice! How can you not love Simmons? I mean, some of the dunks he pulls off are insane.
Harden against Simmons. No good from Durant. Philadelphia leading by 10. Embiid wide open. It's hauled in by Harris.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Here's Harden. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. You know, Greg, you'd probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
They get it back. Embiid with it. Guarded now by Irving. It's Curry outside. Just 5 to shoot. Goes up again. Jordan with the rebound.
It's still early, but a 1-for-4 start to the half, that's a bad sign if you ask me. If they've got a can't-miss play, now's the time to break the glass and pull it out.
Now here's Simmons following the shot by Kevin Durant. Simmons left side. The shot missing. And it's the Nets taking it the other way.
And everyone wants Simmons to add a consistent outside jump shot. But while that's a work in progress, he does just fine at the rim. An incredibly adept finisher, of course.
Here's Simmons. James Harden picking up that last basket. Simmons dishes to Embiid. Makes it off the glass. Embiid's got 10 points in the game.
Proving how legitimate of a threat he is inside. I mean, once Embiid gets it this close, it's all but over.
And C-Web, as you said with Simmons, when he's going at the rim, he's as good as it gets.
Oh, yeah, Gio. Great blend of size, speed, and strength. He controls his body to create space. He can lay it up from unorthodox angles with ease.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Pass to Embiid. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Drills it from outside. And the 76ers lead by 9.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Here's Irving. And the layup is good. Irving's got his second bucket of the night.
One of the best point guards in the league at getting inside and finishing. Kyrie Irving.
Simmons against Harden. And stolen by Jordan. Here's Irving. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. And now it's only a 5-point Philadelphia lead. For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. It's Curry outside. Rebound, Brooklyn.
His scoring has not been there at all tonight. I mean, it tells you a lot about their team that they have the lead anyway.
Plenty of daylight on that shot. He has 5.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
It's not going to be easy, but they've come this far. I mean, they're right here.
Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
They couldn't have asked for much more from him today. He's been a key force in their offense.
Nets trail by 4. Harden scanning the floor. Outside Irving. It's Durant on the wing. And the rejection by Embiid.
Stalwart on the defensive end. Embiid is superb at making his presence felt with blocks like that.
And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. Brown. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
There's Shamet. The putback, and it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. Well, we thought the third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer. And we've reached the end of the third. 76ers lead by 6. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. On out there with Green. Then there's Griffin. Then there's Landry Shamet. And it's Harden in at the 1.
And the former Hoya Green, a ranging forward who can both score and defend from all areas of the floor.
The 76ers leading by 4. And the pass to Howard. And it's Thibault in the corner. Back to Howard. Over Green. Howard can't hit.
Even when the D is playing off of him, the mid-range jumper shouldn't be the shot they're looking for.
Green passes to Harden. Kicks it to Brown. Inside. They get a hand on it. Green, no luck. Moves back up. Brown the pass to Green. At the tip. And it's Brown on the follow.
Hard work and soft hands. Guys, that's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in. Now, here's Maxey. Guarded by Harden. And here's Maxey. And that one's good. Korkmaz. And the 76ers lead by 4.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Howard. Curry comes in for Shake Milton. And Simmons subbed in for Maxey. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for the Nets. Back to Harden. And stolen by Simmons. Fast break, here they come. Here's Embiid, and a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Now it's a 6-point 76ers lead. To the inside, Harden, and 2 free throws coming up, unable. And here we go, coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut down to 4 points. The basket there from Jordan. For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th. Here's Simmons. Sinks that one from the post.
Playing to his strengths on the offensive end. Simmons, I mean, an added bonus whenever he catches fire.
Harden the pass to Jordan. The kick out to Brown. To the middle. Jordan can't get it to go. Philadelphia leading by 6. Here's Simmons. 1:41 left in the 4th quarter. Clock at 6. Outside Curry. And a miss there on the triple.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here. And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. They've led by as many as 11 points. On its way from Curry for 2. Rebounded by the Nets. Brown's got his 4th rebound in this one. It's Harden with the drive and the jam by Harden.
As if there was any question, Harden with the big-time play.
Harden against Simmons. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That's his first foul. Some changes for Philadelphia. Tobias Harris comes in for Korkmaz, and it's Green in for Matisse Thybulle. Then for the Nets, Durant's checked in for Griffin. Harris comes in for Bruce Brown, and Kyrie Irving subbed in for Landry Shamet. And that one's good, Durant.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
That's an unforced error. That would drive a coach crazy. got to play heads up out there.
Harden outside to the paint. Here's Jordan. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And here are the 76ers now. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on James Harden.
Oh, he's a real menace underneath. Once Simmons gets established position, you basically have to whack him.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a 2-point ball game.
Yeah, free throws put them in an excellent position to win this thing now. It's all in the hands of the D.
Durant down low. Harris is there. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
Oh, I love it. He's working the ball down low. Always a good plan of attack.
Simmons feeling it out a bit. Money!
Demonstrating how valuable he is in the clutch. Simmons is calm, cool, and collected in these moments.
And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant.
And you can tolerate gas like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
So it's Philadelphia taking the W in a close one here. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up.
love it. It's awesome.
So are there any draftees that you are looking or excited to see in the draft pool or to play in the 2K League next season?
A couple guys that I'm excited to play against or excited just to see in the league in general. You got Crazy, who's probably going to go number 1. No Love Czar. He's a guy that he's been playing for years. I'm excited just to play against him. Glow the Real, another guy, really good player. Time's finally up for them to be in the league.
The Brooklyn Nets coming into the building and looking sharp, and they hope to be sharp on the court, too, as they get ready to go to work on the road.
Hey, Kevin. Well,
it does indeed. Thanks, David. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for DeAndre Jordan.
We've seen him regress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing them back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebounding.
So the Nets starting 5. Kyrie Irving is out there with Harden. Then there's Harris. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's KD in at the power forward. And for the Hawks, Reddish and Collins at the small forward and power forward. Young and Herter make up the back. And it's Capella in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Herter, covered by Irving. To the inside, 5 to shoot, and the dunk by Capella.
someone's open. Trae Young scanning and finds him.
Last outing for the Nets. They won that game against the Rockets in Houston.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
Yeah, they sapped the energy right out of the building in that one. They just were knocking down threes, and it was deflating both for the team and the crowd.
Out to the right wing. Collins in the post. Harris is there. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Yeah, that's where John Collins sets up shop down in the paint, quick and athletic, able to corral the miss.
And Bones, with that Clint Capella trade last year to the Hawks, a bit of a surprise to many, but the Hawks were able to land a young and talented center.
And maybe GA the perfect fit for how it is that their team is constructed around Trae Young. Capella's going to be that pick and roll option, can finish above the rim, and is a good defender to protect the guys on the defensive end.
That one goes. Count it.
And sometimes Reddish might defer too often, and maybe sometimes that's true, but also give him credit for being unselfish.
Harden the pass to KD. Out to Harris. Durant with a wide open look, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Vintage KD, quick trigger on the catch and shoot.
Herter passes to Collins. The kick out to Young. Back to Collins. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Here's Harden. Atlanta with the rebound. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
And boy, how they were able to come back in the fourth quarter of that game. Being down as much as they were made it a really special win.
And Irving with the basket on the assist from Harris.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Down low, stolen by Harden. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Here's Durant. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it. And Cam Reddish, the 10th pick back in 2019 out of Duke, had a tough transition as a rookie into the NBA. Struggled just to find his rhythm.
Yeah, I think there were a lot of questions because at Duke, he was surrounded by stars. R.J. Barrett, Zion Williamson, and he was sort of that third guy. He has all the physical tools, and he made some big-time strides in the latter half of last season, so he's coming.
The Hawks leading by 4. Gallinari finds Rondo. Over to the left wing. 1:27 left in the first quarter of the game. Reddish dishes to Okongwu. He gets that one.
uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. That one on Gallinari.
And when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's dunking made headlines. And while I'm sure he enjoyed that, he was also eager to show that there was more to his game.
Tony Snell's checked in for Reddish.
Well, he's one of the more popular players in the NBA in terms of fan support. They just love Blake Griffin's charisma.
And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They trail by 7. Brown the pass to Griffin. The shot will not fall. And Atlanta will come the other way. Inside, Snell kicks to Okongwu. Gallinari with it. Now Green defending. Rondo wide open. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Luwawu, the pass to Griffin. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And it's Shamet missing. Atlanta leading by 7. Here's Bogdanovich. Gallinari finds Snell. Back to Gallinari. Pass to Okongwu. Snell from outside. No good. And so the first quarter is in the books. The Hawks on top, leading by 7. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what do you guys think about the Hawks here in this one?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. Green is out there with Luwawu. Then there's Landry Shamet. Then there's Brown. And it's Griffin in at the 5. And here is Shamet. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Rockets in Houston. Outside Griffin. Down low. Luwawu-Cabarrot kicks to Green. Shot clock at 3. Brown the pass to Griffin. It's blocked. Brown against Rondo. Now for the teams that are clearly rebuilding, should they simply play the young guns, Greg, no matter what, or do they make them earn their minutes?
Kev, I don't know that there's a right answer to that. I think it's really about the personnel and the personalities of the guys on that roster. And really, the front office should play a big role in that as well. But it's a hard call. You got to believe enough in those young guys to say, hey, that's our future. We're going in that direction. But you still got to also take care of your veteran guys who are kind of setting the table for your future. And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively, because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Yeah, that's the kind of passing that opens up the eyes to Blake Griffin's overall talent.
Snell dishes to Gallinari. And Gallinari throws it down.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Green kicks to Brown. Passes it to Shamet. He dishes it to Griffin. Another shot. Pass to Luwawu. Back to Griffin. Outside, Green. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. A second chance effort. Griffin can't get it to go in.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
It's a pretty soft touch for Bogdanovich, trying to do some damage on the inside now.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, thanks very much, Kevin. Clint Capella is a 7-footer in track shoes. He said, I always try to have that pace. Whenever I sprint, I have an impact on the offense. I try to focus on that and keep my energy up. Guys, guards love big men who run the floor as hard as Capella. Back to you.
He is indeed, David, very athletic. Thanks. Here's Gallinari. That one wide left.
My goodness, how about that miss? I mean, that's 2 easy points that they've just given away. Changing ends quickly, he's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Okongwu, the pass to Snell. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. The dish now to Okongwu. Lays it up off the glass. Okongwu's now got 6.
Well, you want to lead by an example. Bogdanovich leading the way with the assist.
Brown, the pass to Green. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
There's 45 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And Gallinari kicks to Snell. Gallinari with it. Now Green defending. The shot by Okongwu, no good. Nets trail by 5. And he converts the layup. Green's got his second bucket.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Out to Gallinari. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Shoots over Shamet. Griffin with some nice D. One-on-one here. And Jeff Green, the bucket on the assist by Brown. And now just a 1-point Hawks lead.
And the offense has just operated really smoothly here in the open floor.
They've done very, very well in transition.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. Atlanta came ready to play. They launched into a 6-0 run with an impressive...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And guys, without question, Okongwu displaying his skills today.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
On the wings, Herter and Reddish. Clint Capella is out there with John Collins. And it's Young in at the point guard. They're the group for Nate McMillan starting the second half. Hawks shooting reasonably well, 45%. Here's Reddish. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. Brooklyn trailing to the paint. Here's KD. And then Durant with the jam.
How about those long strides, Durant quick in the open court and then right to the rim.
Herter passes to Capella. Young up top. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Capella, great positioning on the putback. And the Hawks lead by 1.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Outside Durant. Feeds to Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Not allowing the defense to cover him or alter his shot there was DeAndre Jordan getting to the rim.
Capella against Jordan. Capella kicks to Reddish. Back to Capella. And Young now, top of the key. Fires the 3. And it's Durant with the rebound.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Reddish the pass to Capella. And here's Collins from outside. The rebound by the Nets.
team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots, when does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
Irving against Young.
Trae Young can flat out score.
Now, here is Harden. He's a guy that can score, no doubt, averaging over 25 points a game. Outside for Jordan. Durant in the corner. The feed now to Harden. To the inside. Jordan against Young. Here's Durant. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Jordan's got the lead up to 1 now for the Nets.
Well, DeAndre Jordan dominates this game on both ends around the glass.
Reddish the pass to Collins. Young right side. The 19-foot shot, and the shot goes in. And the Hawks lead by 1. When you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
Back to Harden. Out to Harris. Fires from deep. Harden can't hit. And so Young will bring it up for Atlanta. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's the 3. Hits the three-point bomb. And it's a 3-point Hawks lead.
And Trae Young exploring the limits of his range in this one.
Irving dishes to Jordan. And there it is for him. Jordan's got 6 here in this quarter.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Reddish the pass to Young. Collins looking around. The pass to Reddish. To the wing right side. With his first shot attempt. Tips it. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And I think the length of Reddish right there helped him out with that rebound.
Nets trail by 3. Harden outside. Kicks it to Harris. Back to Harden. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And so how is it that you avoid fouling Durant? I'm not sure. The guy has so many tools in the toolbox.
And KD drops them both.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Hawks lead by 1. Head coach Nate McMillan is mic'd up along the sidelines. Let's check it out.
We're good, right here. Come on, hey.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Setting the floor for the Nets. We've got Brown. Durant is out there with Joe Harris. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Griffin in at the 5 down low. Irving kicks to Brown. Dishes to Griffin. That one off the back iron and out.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game.
Pass to Gallinari. The Hawks working the ball around. Outside Collins. Over Durant. Shot by Collins, no good. They've shared the load offensively.
And, guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
Well, he's professional in everything that he does. Durant recognizes that opportunity and turns pro.
Rondo passes to Collins. Passes it to Bogdanovich. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Staying aggressive, stay on the attack. That's how Bogdanovich is going to earn these whistles.
Both shots good from the stripe. So it's Brooklyn now. It's a 1-point game. To the middle. Here's Griffin, and Griffin slams it in.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Here's Brown, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Clint Capella.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
So for the Hawks, Kevin Huerter comes in for Bogan Bogdanovich. Young is subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Pass to Young. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Young's got 9 points now in just the second half.
How about Trae Young? Even when he's bodied up there, finds a way to collect more points.
Young against Irving. He feeds it to KD. And finished off by KD.
Well, that's a defensive breakdown. You can't let him get that deep.
Yeah, how do you let him get a lounge chair down there and be comfortable in the paint like that?
KD comes with the double team. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. The kick out to Irving. The pass to Griffin. Young with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. And Huerter gets it to go.
Huerter very comfortable taking that big shot.
The Nets have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Durant in the corner. Irving dishes to Durant. For the 3. The shot misses. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. Young taking his time here. And the 3 ball is good. Young's got 5 points in the quarter.
Trae Young stepping up and delivering in a big-time moment.
Inside, here's Griffin. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 5 assists tonight.
Man, that's why they turned to Blake Griffin. Calm, cool, collected, and his team needed that one.
Young finds Gallinari. Releases. Capella trying to free himself up. And Atlanta again with the bucket.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
High post, KD working on Collins. Griffin can't get it to go in. Action gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Capella, the pass to Huerter. Outside Collins. Stolen by Durant. Right side Griffin. Over in the corner, Brown. Right side Griffin. Out to Harris. 3-pointer. Nails the tray.
Whoa, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Young's shot is off.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Quick off the floor, has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation. And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yes!
And this young guy relishes the pressure, stepping up there, confident in the clutch.
Outside, Kevin Durant. To the inside. Harris dishes to Griffin. The 19-foot shot. Oh, off target.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us.
First play is from Machiavelli 1020 in the Rec. Don't be intimidated into quitting when your team is down. Like, really down.
The countdown is on from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Broadcasting live, 2K Sport. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for him.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
So the Nets starting five. They've got Kyrie Irving. Durant is out there with Jordan. Then there's Harris, and it's Harden in at the point guard position. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And that one's good, Irving. And for our viewers tonight, don't blink. Clark, you might miss something.
Do not blink. Do not put your eyes on your popcorn or whatever snack you're having while you're watching this one. They get up and down in a hurry, both of these squads. Execution on the fast break will probably determine the outcome in this one. Fast break points, a big stat to keep an eye on. You know, with Harris, if you're open, he's going to make sure he finds you.
Middleton outside. Goes up on the wing. Rebound, Brooklyn. Coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Well, you know, the cohesiveness was evident out there. These guys feel like they can win in any arena, and they proved it that game.
Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Now the pass to Jordan. Lopez with the block.
Big Brook Lopez gobbling up space and getting the block on that play.
Harris dishes to Durant. Shot clock at 6. Good on the shot.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's DiVincenzo. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game.
Presence of mind, really important. You know, this game is more mental than physical. And Middleton is a guy who stays in the moment. He's exceptional at knocking down a good shot off a good pass.
And here's Harden following the three-pointer by Chris Middleton. Harden kicks to Irving. He feeds it to Jordan. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
Well, his IQ is one of the best in the league. Irving has a great feel for when his teammates are open.
And Holiday, here we go. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Nets leading by 3. Irving looking for an opening. To the paint. Here's Jordan. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
My goodness, how about that miss? I mean, that's 2 easy points that they just given away. And we heard Shaquille O'Neal bestow his Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rightfully so. The Greek Freak, the most dominant paint scorer since Shaq himself.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis has checked in for Lopez. Torrey Craig comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Drew Holiday. Now, here's Shamet. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Rockets in Houston. Back to Griffin. Out to the wing. Here's Luwawu. They grab their own miss. Second chance shot and foul on the shot. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. Just double-checking, and the game continues on. And DJ Augustine, a veteran guard who's always had an impact when he's on the floor. He gives you leadership, shooting, and playmaking off the bench.
Tell you what, Greg, when he was with the Pacers during my time working for the team, I really grew to appreciate and respect his game even more than I did from a distance. You're exactly right. I mean, he's a barometer for just about any team he's played on, and that when he plays well, it lifts everybody else's game. That's just the kind of experienced, calming effect veteran he is.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Shamet. He's still scoreless so far in this one. The feed to Griffin. Buries it down low.
And how about Griffin continuing to own the paint? A fantastic power forward with good touch from there.
It's stolen by Brown. Shamet, the pass to Griffin. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Pass to Portis. And Augustine kicks to Craig. And here's Augustine. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Bucks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And taking a look at their free throw statistics on the season, right around 74%.
And, you know, you don't have to tell them what their free throw numbers are. I mean, they're well aware of it, believe me.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Harden's checked in. Now here's Griffin. He has 5. Green inside. Blake Griffin again. Griffin's got 7.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
2 on the clock. There's Portis. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. Oh, we've seen some... This is what Giannis Antetokounmpo recently told us when he would...
For me personally, I just want to know.
And for Giannis, Greg, the consistency from range has been a focal point.
The more accurate he is from outside, the wider the driving lanes become, making him nearly impossible to stop.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Nets.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So for Brooklyn now, we've got Harden, Griffin. Oh my goodness! What a play!
Well, anyone looking for highlights, because you just found one. How about the creativity there in the air?
And Lopez has it in the corner, down low, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. In transition, here come the Nets. Brown's got the ball.
And this is what happens when you let Griffin establish position. He will make you pay.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. 26 points for him last game against Memphis.
And he also controlled the backboard as well. I mean, he really did a terrific job.
Milwaukee, no good that time either. Nets leading by 6. Luwawu Cabarro kicks to Griffin. Brown against Holiday. Back to Harden. Right side, Griffin. Passes to Luwawu. Just 5 on the clock. The Nets need to get a shot off here. And finished off by Griffin.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Holiday against Harden. Here's Lopez, and the dunk by Lopez.
Chalk that up. Lopez won't miss many of those.
And it's Harden with the ball for the Nets. 6-point game. Last time they met was in Brooklyn.
They shot the lights out from deep. Really stretched out the defense in that one.
There's all kind of talk in the game today about stretching the floor, because when you do that, everything else just becomes a little easier.
You know, you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. You know, Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to affecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA.
And Antetokounmpo, the Greek freak, showing again how committed he is when he takes that ball inside off the drop.
Bucks trail by 4. Holiday attacking, and Holiday throws it down.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
KD dishes to Harden. Griffin, and that one is good. Griffin's got 15.
Guys, I tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him, just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
And Clark, when you look at the footwork of James Harden, arguably some of the best in the history of this league.
And you know, Greg, he studied the greats. I mean, he loved Ginobili's Euro step and then added it to his own game. Now he's taking that to another level, and he's the one giving out the lesson. But you're right, got great strength, but the footwork is really outstanding.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
A primary scorer for his team. Griffin also has a knack for drawing fouls on the way up.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. And a new group in for the Nets. Jordan, he's checked in for Durant. Harris comes in for Luwawu Cabarro. Landry Shamit's checked in for Bruce Brown. And it's Kyrie Irving in for James Harden. Back to Augustine. Pass to Craig. Griffin with the steal. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Harris finds Irving. Pull up Jay. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's Shamet. Griffin trying to get open. A rebound by the Bucks.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
This is his second trip to the line in this one. Free throw good, Portis. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Here's Griffin. Off target at the rim.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Blake Griffin getting. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following half.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each. Some incredible work in this one by Blake Griffin. He ended up with 17 points and 1 rebound. And a little redemption. And that's
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Blake Griffin in this game, he's been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the 3. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Griffin passes to Irving. There's the dish to Harris. Outside Griffin. On the wing, Harris. Defended by Middleton. Back to Griffin. Inside, here's Jordan, and the dunk by Jordan.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for as far as power forwards go. He has terrific vision. And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Jordan the pass to KD. Outside Griffin. Irving against Holiday. Irving dishes to Griffin. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
An unreal performance by Griffin. Locked in. They just have not come up with a scheme to contain it.
Giannis outside. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Irving kicks to Griffin. Irving with it. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. Griffin passes to Jordan. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's James Harden in for Blake Griffin. Here's Antetokounmpo. Lopez. Green breaking loose. That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Lopez. And so it's Harden bringing it up for Brooklyn. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Stolen by Middleton. And it's the Bucks on the break. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. The Nets shooting an impressive 65%, having their way with this defense. That one falls. Irving's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist. And it's kind of the running joke when you think of James Harden, often maligned for his lack of effort defensively. But quite honestly, I thought he improved a great deal a season ago.
And, you know, Greg, I observed the same thing. His overall commitment was better. And not just steals and blocks either. I'm just talking about his awareness, his commitment to that end of the floor as a focal point. If he continues on that track, I think he's going to make an impact at that end as well.
And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim, but the epic throwdown.
Green passes to Jordan. Back to Green, and it's Green with the jam.
You know, big guys like Jordan who can facilitate are really valuable. Spots the open man and gets it right to him.
It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Stolen by Harden. Harris finds Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Boy, this is Jordan doing what he does best. Not only does he bang it down, he does it with real major force.
Giannis, that's a two-pointer. Rebound, Brooklyn.
No excuses, none. I mean, with the defense non-existent, I mean, he has to connect from there.
On the wing, Irving. On the wing, Irving. Back to Harris. Outside, Green. 6 on the shot clock. And so the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last.
And you could see he thought he had a little more room on that sideline and got squeezed out of bounds. That one could have been avoided.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Torrey Craig comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday.
Tip of the hat to Irving there. He ignited the break with this underappreciated part of his game. His defense. Quick hands help on both sides of the court.
DiVincenzo passes to Portis. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. And stolen by DiVincenzo. To the middle. And Portis throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And so it's Brooklyn with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very... And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Durant. Then it's Harden. Then there's Brown. And it's Shamet in at the 2 spot. Here's Forbes. Here's Portis. And there's the pass to Craig. Tries again. And that's 2 points on the layup.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Shamet, the pass to Jordan. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Bobby Portis.
You know, Jordan's size is part of the reason why he draws as many fouls as he does. They just have a tough time getting through his body without fouling.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee.
And even with one miss, he's still able to stretch that to a 2-possession game. That is huge for them right now.
Lobbed up there for KD. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
Boy, a dynamic wing with freakish length. Durant is the ideal alley-oop target.
Harden against Holiday. Lopez left side. The kick out to Holiday. Over Harden. Misses off the right iron.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
And Giannis is a beast, the Greek freak, a dominant player on the offensive end.
Now, here's Shamet. Defended by DiVincenzo. Durant up and in on the layup. KD's got the lead up to 9 now for the Nets.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
And Lopez gets it to go.
Boy, I love the unselfishness there. I mean, if you're open Antetokounmpo, make sure you get the ball.
And a wide open look for Jordan, and he can't extend the lead to double digits. Here's DiVincenzo. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and you'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Harris is checked in for Brooklyn. Kyrie Irving comes in for Landry Shamet. Irving passes to Durant. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 4 assists now tonight.
Yeah, you look at the way Kevin Durant releases it so high, makes it hard to block, which is why he's such an efficient inside scorer. When you have a reliable big man like Lopez who can get you buckets like that, it's really such an asset for a team.
Here's Harden. Banked in off the glass. And the Nets lead by 7.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Holiday against Harden. And Lopez throws it down.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Harden against Holiday. Harden the pass to KD. Now Harden. Here's Irving. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
You know, Harden will burn you when you overcommit and leave guys open. He's excellent at sensing when you're out of position.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Here's Lopez, and Durant sends it back. And it's Harris off the drive. That one doesn't drop. The Bucks go the other way with it. Stolen by Durant. Harris against Middleton. Irving dishes to Jordan. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. The Bucks have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Giannis kicks to Middleton. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Irving passes to Durant. That one good for 2. That was a big one. You could hear it.
And sometimes the silence of a crowd can speak volumes. I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yep, I'd agree with you. Chalk it up, W in the bag.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
KD on the wing. All alone. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. And the Nets lead by 8.
Durant's shot is in the air before the defense even tracks the pass. I mean, he's 2 steps ahead of him. And that, folks, is a combination of awareness and speed.
For 3, Middleton misses there. So it's the Nets picking up the win. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. DeAndre Jordan.
It's a concerning trend for him. Whether he's lost some strength or just isn't putting in as much effort on the glass as he used to, he's not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. And that's something that needs to change.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Simmons is out there with Curry, and it's Green in at the 3 slot. And looking at the Nets, Harden out there with Irving, and it's Durant. Then there's Harris, and it's Jordan in at the 5 spot. And so it's the 76ers getting on the board first. Harden the pass to Jordan. Back to Harden. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Do you remember, Greg, if you watched the standings very much when you played?
You know, we were always aware of it, and a lot of that had to do with the goals. I remember early in my career playing for the Knicks, you know, we were trying to win championships, and we talked a lot about home court and having that come postseason time. So you were absolutely aware of where you were because of the goals you set, but I think that also changes depending on who you are as a team. If you're a championship caliber team that's won it, and maybe you're in the midst of a dynasty run, it may not matter as much because you know how good you are and you can win no matter where the venue.
Here's Green following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Green the pass to Embiid. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Irving leading the charge.
But what a wizard Kyrie is in the open floor. Utilizes his speed to help create open shots in transition. That's beautiful.
And stolen by Jordan. Over Green. Left side, Irving. Outside for Durant. To the paint. To the inside. And KD throws it down.
What a pretty look. DeAndre Jordan, to have that kind of touch on your passing, such a quality piece for a big man.
On the way, Harris. And stolen by Harris. Down low. And it's Simmons. That time on the assist from Green.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Pulls up. And Harris puts it in.
You know, outstanding start. You've made 3 of your first 4.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for Brooklyn. Coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
Yeah, facing that hostile crowd, they've just found a way to kind of tune out the noise and focus on the game.
Well, the best way to silence a crowd is with your offensive game. Those fans got quiet in a hurry when the buckets started raining down. Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Outside, Simmons. And stolen by Harris. Irving attacking. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Irving's got 6.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now here's Simmons. 17 points for him last game against Utah.
He was also an excellent setup man as well. This guy was cutting the defense to shreds with incredible passing.
Here is Harden after the made shot from Joel Embiid. KD passes to Jordan. Harden outside. Back to Jordan. Simmons with the defensive effort.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
It's good. Harris has got his second bucket tonight.
Well, Danny Green excels at recognizing when his teammates have open looks and putting it on the money. Nicely done.
Here is Harden. Tobias Harris picking up that last basket. Harris kicks to Irving. The pass to Jordan. In the corner, it's Harris. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. On the clock. Harden inside the three-point line. Rebound by Joel Embiid.
That's a shot he makes with regularity, but that time the defense up to the challenge.
Simmons against Irving. That ties it up. Simmons got his second basket of the game.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Harden the pass to KD. Back to Harden. Right side, Jordan. Pass to Irving. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Jordan's got 4 assists in the game. He beat the buzzer!
Delivery at the buzzer. That is beautifully done.
Oh. And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. Philadelphia ahead, up by 1. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the 76ers, what are your thoughts?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Setting the floor for the Nets. Green is out there with Luwawu. Then there's Brown. Then there's Griffin. And it's Shamet in at the point guard. Passes it to Luwawu. Brown outside. To the paint. Griffin kicks to Brown. And he gets the whistle. 2 for... And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Luwawu. No points in the game yet for him. Yes, that goes in.
It was all about his athleticism when Griffin first came into the league, but it didn't take long to see he was about a lot more than that. He's got serious skills down low.
Pass to Korkmaz. Here's the pass to Maxey. And here now is Thibault. Griffin grabs the board. It's Brown with the drive.
Going to the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Maxey passes to Howard. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
I'll tell you, the experience working to his advantage. Dwight Howard draws the contact, able to finish it. Nicely done.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Now, here's Shamet. 11 points for him in that last game against the Rockets in Houston. Here's Maxey. The rebound by the Nets. Their last meeting was in Philadelphia, where they were unable to fight off the 76ers.
And they'll want to show that they're a much better team than they demonstrated last time out against these guys. At the very least, avoid another blowout.
Well, so many of their problems stem from turnovers. They simply could not take care of the ball, and it cost them in that matchup.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
So for the Nets, Kevin Durant's checked in for Green. Irving comes in for Bruce Brown. And it's Harden in for Landry Shamet. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Embiid, he's checked in for Howard. Tobias Harris comes in for Korkmaz. Green, he's checked in for Shake Milton. And Simmons subbed in for Maxey. Simmons dishes to Embiid. Inside. Here's Thibault. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Thibault's got it all tied up now for the 76ers. Harden outside to the middle. Here's Griffin. Lays it up and banks it in. Griffin's got 4 points this quarter.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
Here's Simmons. Oh, wow!
Yeah, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane jumping skills, he seizes it.
Irving looking for an opening. Here's KD. Some solid defense from Harris.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Count it. 59 seconds left to play in the first half. Durant down low. Harris is there. Durant the pass to Griffin. Outside for Simmons. Over Harden. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on James Harden.
You just have to be more careful with Simmons. So brilliant at throwing the D off guard.
So for the Nets, DeAndre Jordan comes in for Blake Griffin. And Joe Harris is subbed in for Luwawu. Curry's checked in for the 76ers. Harden dishes to Jordan. Back to Harden. He feeds it to Jordan. The Nets working the ball around now. Harris kicks to Jordan. 5 on the clock. It's hauled in by the 76ers. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
Yeah, and that was a solid effort on their part. Pretty much what we would have expected, and everything seemed to go according to plan.
I think the key, they had great energy, stayed super focused, and never let it get too close down the stretch. Didn't feel them breathing on it.
A hard worker who really ferociously strives to improve. Simmons tonight has been unstoppable at the offensive end.
And so it's Philadelphia ahead by 9. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to Ben Simmons putting in some incredible work. He had 13 points, and this temp. And that'll do it.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. What a game we're seeing from Simmons.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
And so in the game for the 76ers, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Curry is out there with Simmons. And it's Green in at the 3, the small forward. Jordan. Green with the rebound. The 76ers leading by 9. Back to Simmons. KD against Curry. And Simmons gets it to go on the assist by Curry. Simmons got the lead up to 11 now for the 76ers. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
No good from Durant.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
It's Curry outside, and that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. And Harden with the stuff.
Woo-hoo! Kyrie Irving doing work with the pass. That's pretty.
Outside, Simmons. Outside, Curry. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That's his first foul. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Kyrie Irving. Then for the 76ers, Korkmaz, he's checked in for Tobias Harris. Shake Milton comes in for Green. And Maxey's subbed in for Ben Simmons. The kick out to Brown. From 11 feet away. Harris, no good.
Well, trying to find themselves in the second half here. Just 1 for 4 from the field. Can someone in the group get hot? Let's see.
Curry passes to Embiid. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Embiid's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Now here's Harden. He's tightly guarded. A nice shot by Jordan. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are 2 guys that still are very reliable.
Well, drop the hammer, KD. How confident is this guy at the cup?
Philadelphia leading by 5. Curry on the wing. Shoots over Brown. Here's Korkmaz, guarded by Harden. Here's Embiid. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. And Landry Shamet subbed in for Joe Harris. Now, here's Maxey, guarded by Harden. Maxey passes to Korkmaz, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Harden. The last 10 or so games, he has been remarkable. 1st in assists, 11th in scoring. And don't forget, top 20 in the league in rebounds per game. He's got a great nose for the ball.
And we're talking about the ultimate competitor here. Leading the league in assists, maximizing every possession. He just tears apart a defense. Now, here's Shamet. He's guarded close, out of bounds. It'll be 76ers ball. And the upcoming schedule for Brooklyn. On Thursday, they'll host the Boston Celtics. And then on Saturday, it'll be the Detroit Pistons coming into town.
And for the matchup with the Pacers, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
Pass to Harden. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. And now just a 1-point 76ers lead. Now here's Maxey, guarded by Harden. And that one's good. Maxey.
And that shot was huge as they try to stem the tide here and hang on to the lead.
Harden dishes to Griffin. They kick it out to Green. 27 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Griffin passes to Shamet. Griffin. It's hauled in by Thibault. The 76ers leading by 3. Here's Korkmaz. Count that one.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Green taking his time here. Down low. From 8. And Griffin puts it in. Griffin's got 8 points.
Boy, once he gets his confidence, he just scores in bunches.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. 76ers lead by 3. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. Philadelphia shooting is beautiful right now. 60% for the game. Pretty much everyone out there has been stroking it. We've got Brown. Griffin is out there with Green. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Harden in at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And now it's Brown running. He can go all the way. And Brown throws it down.
And one area where they haven't struggled has been transition.
Yeah, they've had less success when they allow the defense to get set. That's why they want to keep pushing the pace.
And Simmons slams it in.
I guess he didn't appreciate getting scored on that last trip.
I guess not. He threw it down right on top of him. And then Simmons slams it in.
And this is how Simmons puts up points. He challenges you close at the rim more often than not, having the physical advantage.
Griffin passes to Green. Basket good.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Outside, Simmons. Inside, here's Howard. And it's slammed in by Howard.
And passes like that demonstrate the winning mindset Simmons has. A guy that wants to get his team involved. Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Durant's checked in for Brooklyn. Joe Harris comes in for Bruce Brown. Then for the 76ers, Joel Embiid. He's checked in for Howard. Harris comes in for Korkmaz. And it's Green in for Shake Milton. Simmons passes to Embiid. You can't get that one. Great D that time from Green. And here we go. And Irving with the basket on the assist from Harris. Harris has got 4 assists in the game. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
With the combination of strength and size, Simmons throws it down with ease.
Right side, Irving. Durant in the corner. Back to Irving. And Embiid with the block. The try by Simmons. And then Simmons slams it in.
And really, Simmons is nearly impossible to contain when he's sprinting to the hoop. An athletic behemoth who causes defenders fits.
Passes to Thibault. Outside, Simmons. It's stolen by Green. No one around. Count it. And the 76ers lead has been cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Irving.
Huge bucket from Kyrie. Knows how to deliver.
Outside, Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Love how Simmons commands the ball, especially in the big moment.
On the wing, Green. Out to Harris. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Back to Green. Embiid with the steal. Pass to Thibault. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Simmons feeling it out a bit. And there's the feed to Embiid. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
And hit on the way up. Embiid's strong physically, but also mentally able to keep his focus.
Now Simmons. The pass to Green. 1:04 left in the fourth. But they'll get another chance.
And that long rebound just falls right back into their hands. That'll reset the shot clock.
And KD's got the ball here for the Brooklyn Nets. Nobody near Irving. Tipped away. On the wing, Irving. The 3. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Philadelphia with the ball. 6-point lead. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
It's in! And now they trail by just 4.
Inside, outside, Harden will attack you from anywhere. Nice play.
On the wing, Green. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Harris outside. Back to Green. Shot clock at 5. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. And a wide open look for Simmons. And the 3 off target. So it's the 76th. David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke.
This weekend, you'll have 4 chances to participate in boot camp. Limited to my players with a 75 overall or lower. This is the place to get some basic training in. Plus, you can earn some sweet prizes. On Wednesday.
And don't let the high fashion fool you. These Brooklyn Nets. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for DeAndre Jordan.
It's a concerning trend for him. Whether he's lost some strength or just isn't putting in as much effort on the glass as he used to, he's not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. And that's something that needs to change.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. On the wings, Herter and Reddish. Clint Capella is out there with John Collins. And it's Young in at the point guard. And for the Nets, DeAndre Jordan is out there with Durant. Then there's Irving. Then it's Harden. And it's Harris in at the 3 spot. Harden's shot is off. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
Yeah, they look right at home, except they weren't. Great job of blocking out the noise.
And the amount of pressure that Trae Young puts on a defense is staggering. He's either carving you up with his passing or hitting you with that jump shot.
You know, Trae Young is the type of player that can lead this league in scoring and in assists. And also possibly could do it in the same season. For a youngster, he sees a lot of double teams. It's impressive how he handles it.
Here's Reddish following the basket by DeAndre Jordan. Outside Irving. Here's Durant. Harden. Great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Young passes to Capella. Kicks it out to Collins. Young against Harden. Here's the teardrop. Shot's good from Young.
Ooh, that teardrop, one of Trae Young's signature shots. He could teach a course on it.
Harden surveying the D to the inside. And there's Jordan. That's good on the assist by Harden.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Ball's knocked loose. Herter passes to Capella. Young outside. Offline with his 3. Nets have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Irving, good.
Out in transition, Kyrie finds his spot down the court. Finishes the job.
It's Young on the wing. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Here's Capella. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Greg, too early to start talking about MVP for this year or midseason?
You know, we've gotten to a point now where we start talking MVP at the start of the season. You know,
yeah, right.
People just love to talk sports at this point, especially when it comes to the most prestigious individual awards out there. I think you can make a case and sway some opinions with your play this time of year, but I like to let it all play out before I start focusing on that.
Things can change in a hurry, can't they, in a season?
Yes, they can.
Like you say, let it play out. Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Jordan. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Joe Harris. And it's Brown in for James Harden. Now, here's Collins. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Magic in Orlando.
Once he gets the ball there, you expect him to capitalize. That was a missed opportunity.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. D right on him. The 8-footer kicks to Okongwu. Irving against Rondo. 4 on the clock. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rondo.
And a chance here to check out some stats on Blake Griffin. How's the last month of basketball been for him? Averaging 12 points, 4 assists, and 4 rebounds. Yeah, he's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
He's not trying to take over necessarily. He's just taking what the defense allows and contributing to the cause.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Okongwu's shot is good.
Passes like this demonstrate Snell's team-first approach. He's all about getting it to the open guys.
Shamet the pass to Green, and the layup's good off the glass.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The Hawks trail by 10. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Back to Snell. Now Gallinari. A 23-point game for him in the win against the Magic in Orlando.
Against physical D, Gallinari with the improved strength and body control to finish.
Now, here's Shamet. He's covered by Rondo. Brown outside. Count the basket.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I'll tell you, this was their strategy coming in. They obviously identified a weakness.
And so it's Brooklyn going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field.
I think we get a lot of teams' best shot in the first half, where they,
And Greg, it's one of the great challenges of being one of the teams to beat.
But that's the difference with a superstar like Durant. He can give you elite play from start to finish. Lesser guys can do that only in spurts.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
And that's really hard on a defense, having to play deeper into the clock and having to cover a lot more ground.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for Atlanta, Gallinari is out there with Okongwu. Then there's Bogdanovich. Then there's Tony Snell, and it's Rondo in at the point guard position. Snell dishes to Rondo. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Rondo is just so sly, a real master at getting fouls off his shot fake.
So for the Nets, DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Griffin. Harris comes in for Luwawu Cabarro, and it's James Harden in for Bruce Brown. Then for the Hawks, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Gallinari. Reddish comes in for Bogdanovich. And Trae Young subbed in for Tony Snell. Here's Rondo. 1 up, 1 down, 2 points with his first shot this game.
Rondo is a pro in transition. He can flat out get it done.
And for a long time, Atlanta had been searching for a legitimate center. Seems like they found their guy in Clint Capella.
Yes, and Clint Capella is limited offensively, but that's not his job. What Clint Capella does do, he does very well. He's a terrific rebounder, and he will have a lot of room to finish at the rim, as he does with power.
And here's Young from the arc. Second shot opportunity. Here's Capella. And another shot. Here's Okongwu. Capella inside. He's against Jordan. Okongwu. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. The 3. That shot is off. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. They beat the Hawks during their last encounter in Atlanta.
And they scratched out a close win the last time these two teams met. I think their ability to attack and create foul trouble for the opposition was a real factor.
As long as they maintain that same aggressiveness, they should be in solid shape to come away victorious again.
Reddish the pass to Young. Drops in the layup for 2.
He's fearless. Trae Young knows he's probably going to take contact, and it doesn't matter at all.
Outside, Green. Back to Harden. He kicks it to Green. Pass to Harden. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. And the Nets lead by 9.
And Harden's such a creative scorer, especially when he gets in close to the basket.
Young with no one around. Again, Young missing. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Nets. Kicks it out to Harden. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4. The Hawks working the ball around. Young dishes to Rondo. The pass to Reddish. And here's Young from the arc. Rebounded by the Nets.
And all quarter long, it's been the same story. Inconsistent with his offense.
Harris finds Green, and it's good for 2.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group now.
A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Jordan. Durant comes in for Joe Harris. Brown, he's checked in for Landry Shamet. And it's Kyrie Irving in for James Harden. Here's Collins. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Efficient in the painted area. Collins has a purpose behind his actions.
Irving looking over the floor. The kick out to Brown. Right side Griffin from 10 feet out. And it's John Collins with the rebound. The Hawks trail by 12. Gallinari attacking to the paint. Here's Collins. That one, no good. The Nets go the other way with it. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And there's Brown. That's good on the assist by Green. Green's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Back to Herter. Outside Bogdanovich. Collins in the post. Guarded by KD. Bogdanovich inside. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Nets out it. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. Well, we know he's a magician on the court. Kenny, has there ever been anyone better? And that'll do.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. One guy who's getting it done is Jeff Green.
And we saw just how important he is for this team in the first half. He was getting everyone involved.
We see it night in and night out. When you move the ball, keep your teammates involved, good things happen at the offensive end.
Irving is out there with Harden, and it's Durant. Then it's Joe Harris, and it's Jordan in at the center, filling out the middle. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Pass to Jordan. It's tipped. Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams and players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in a team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. It's stolen by Harris. Irving drives in, Durant, and then Durant with the jam.
Well, the thing about Kyrie, he draws so much defensive attention. Someone's often left open.
Back to Young. Lets it go with the three. Buries the long-range jumper. Young's got 7 points.
This is the shot you want to get him. An open look from range.
And Kevin Huerter, a young player and a big part of this team's future. He keeps trying to add to his game.
And the area I love that he's improved, I think the most and needs to, is his ball handling. Doesn't have to only look for shots outside. He can attack the rim. He's also is more willing to take the lead in transition and create for others. Multifaceted as Trae Young may be, everything still starts with that jumper.
Harden outside. Here's Harris. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists now in this one. To the inside. Poked away. Out of bounds. Atlanta takes possession. Here's what the Hawks have lined up on their schedule. On Thursday, they'll be matching up against Kyle Lowry and the Toronto Raptors. Then on Saturday, they'll be facing Hassan Whiteside and the Sacramento Kings.
And for their matchup with Cleveland, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
The minute KD gets the ball, all eyes are on him. That leaves a wide open man.
Here's Huerter, and he uses the glass on the layup.
That's just good basketball. Can't ask for a better look.
Brooklyn leading by 15. KD on the wing. And then Durant with the jam.
Phenomenal concentration by Durant. Physical play is not going to throw him off.
Capella finds Young. In the corner. Huerter with it. Pass to Reddish. Collins wide open. He fires. Drills the three-pointer. Collins has got 5 now.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Harden the pass to Jordan. Harden trying to get open. And there's Jordan. That's good on the assist by Harden.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Young for 3. A putback. It's good on the putback.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Durant dishes to Jordan. Back to KD. Inside, Jordan lays it up and in off the pretty assist. He's got 10.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Young outside. Basket counts.
Wow, has he flipped a switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Harden the pass to Jordan. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 6 assists here tonight.
He entered the league with almost no offensive game. Jordan has worked hard, and tonight you see the fruits of his labor.
Here's Reddish. Pass to Huerter. To the middle. Durant with the steal. Up in time. Missed. And so it's DeAndre Jordan making things happen for the Brooklyn Nets. Head coach Nate McMillan is mic'd up along the sidelines. Let's check it out.
Defensively, we got to keep these.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Nets leading by 16. 4th quarter on the court for the Hawks. Bogdanovich out there with Gallinari. And it's Rajon Rondo. Then it's Okongwu. And it's Snell in at the 2-guard spot.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Back to Rondo. Down low. Now here's Okongwu. Guarded closely. Just 3 to shoot. Nice shot by Rondo.
And the strength of Rondo finishing through contact.
Swiped it away. Here's Gallinari. Now the pass to Bogdanovich. All going up court. And it's out of bounds. And they say last touch by Griffin. Jordan, he's checked in for Jeff Green. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Atlanta. The Hawks trail by 16. Rondo passes to Snell. Goes back up. And it's Rondo in the corner. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Gallinari. And that one hits back iron.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Brown dishes to Griffin. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Griffin's got 4 points this quarter.
He's a hard guy to knock off balance. Blake Griffin taking the hit and staying in rhythm.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Snell finds Rondo. Back to Snell. Capella with it. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. And it's blocked by Jordan.
Impeccable timing on the rejection. Jordan takes pride in his defensive capabilities. I mean, you won't see this too often. Getting denied at the rim. He's likely to remember that one.
Rondo passes to Capella. Gallinari with it. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides you with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, Wilson. Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy, he would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set. They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out. You know he's pulling his weight, but they still find themselves behind.
Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Harden the pass to Irving. Now Griffin. Kicks to Harden. Over Young. Harden, no good.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Nets.
Their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
And guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25.
And on the season, this is going to be their third win in 4 games against this team.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for DeAndre Jordan.
He really played at his preferred pace, never let adjustments by the defense speed him up or slow him down.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Griffin. Andre Robertson comes in for Joe Harris. And it's Tyler Johnson in for James Harden. Claxton the pass to Irving. Launches a 3. Again, Irving missing. And it's Goodwin with the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Back to Bogdanovich. And stolen by Robertson. Left side, Jordan. Outside, Irving. Stolen. Here's Goodwin. Off the mark. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. The starting lineups have concluded. So, welcome to 2K Sports. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for DeAndre Jordan.
We've seen him regress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing them back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebounding.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5. And for the Nets, DeAndre Jordan is out there with Durant. Then it's Harden. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Harris in at the 3, the small forward.
And you go back, Giannis Antetokounmpo, the 15th pick in that 2013 draft. Hindsight, obviously 2020, but I think it's safe to say he should have been drafted a little bit higher.
Yeah, you have so many of those blogs out there that go back and want to redraft classes. Giannis Antetokounmpo back in 2013, I'm pretty sure at this point would be taken number 1. And he has gotten stronger. Durant's been able to do this with more regularity, powers through for the bucket, gets a chance to tack on another point at the free throw line.
Portis, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Holiday, the pass to Portis. Holiday gets the bucket.
Well, instead of flailing for a foul, Drew Holiday does not expect the call, maintains his focus, and gets that shot to go.
Now, here is Harden. What a tremendous game he played against Houston. Stolen by Harden. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Lopez against Jordan. DiVincenzo kicks to Holiday. Count it.
Well, a longer point guard out there, Drew Holiday, can score close into the rim with that kind of size.
In the corner, it's Harris. Durant dishes to Jordan. Lopez with the steal. Here we go with Holiday running it up the court. Bucks passing it around. Here's Portis. Rebound, Brooklyn. Harris outside. Harden outside. Harris passes to Jordan. Kicks it out to Harden. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. The rebound by Holiday. Stolen by Durant. And here they come. Greg, how hard is it to maintain focus this time of year when you know you're on a championship contending team?
You know,
that was huge!
Incredible.
Look, DeAndre Jordan and the rim, those two are best friends.
Outside Holiday, and there's the pass to Portis. Lopez left side. Middleton finds Holiday. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Almost perfect in the game to start, 3 of 4.
Brooklyn trailing. Harden left side. And it's Jordan. That time on the assist by Harden. Jordan's got his second basket.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
Lopez kicks to DiVincenzo. The kick out to Lopez. Middleton up top. From past the arc. No good that time. Burnett's go the other way with it. Last time they met was right here, and they came out with the win.
Well, in that one, they just had everything working offensively. It's a lot of fun when you get into that kind of a groove.
Yeah, I love watching that game, and in particular, their demeanor in their destruction in that game.
Kicks it out to Harden. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Yeah, put some students in the classroom because that's exactly how you move the ball. Kyrie terrific at spotting the open man, and then you got to get it to him.
The shot by Holiday, no good. And it's Harris with the ball for Brooklyn. 3-point lead coming into this, having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
Well, it was probably a good feeling in that last game that the mid-range worked, the long-range worked, the inside game worked. But the best feeling was the crowd leaving that building, not in a good mood.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Good size and the ability to carve out space. Lopez battling on the rebound.
Harden finds Durant, and then Durant with the jam.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
And hammering down the two-hand slam. Holiday with it. He's picked up by KD. Holiday gets the bucket. Holiday's got 8 points. Nets leading by 3. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Inside, here's Durant. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 4 assists now tonight. So for Milwaukee, their last game, a win against Memphis.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
Yeah, and watching that, all kinds of contributions and just little things that guys were doing to chip in for that win.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. DiVincenzo, the bounce pass. Here's Lopez, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Nets lead by 5. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
So much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
Setting the floor for the Bucks, we've got Antetokounmpo, and it's Forbes in at the shooting guard position. Here's Giannis. It's not going to go for him. Great D that time from Griffin.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has said he doesn't want people calling him the MVP because he doesn't want to relax. He said he fears failure, so he has got to get better.
Brown finds Griffin. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo. The Nets have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
Augustine passes to Giannis. Griffin with the steal. To the right side. To the left side wing. To the inside. Green. And Green slams it in.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
Yeah, that's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Well, Greg, there's been some debate. What do you think? Is Giannis the best player right now in the world?
I tell you what, if there's a conversation, he has to be in it. You know, some people might go with Kawhi, Kevin Durant. He's coming back. LeBron James is there as well. But Giannis is probably the guy to lead that conversation.
Here's Augustine. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Pass to Llewellyn. Brown outside. Passes it to Griffin. To the middle. Here's Green. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Green's got the lead, back up to 10 now for the Nets.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Landry Shamet's checked in for Brooklyn. Griffin against Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
Giannis bringing it down, using that sensational length to get that finish.
Green passes to Shamet. Milwaukee with the rebound. Next step for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. And Giannis throws it down.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. And Griffin scores. The assist by Brown. Griffin's got 5.
Blake Griffin right now working the inside game and has the skills to take you to school.
Count that one, and the Nets' lead has been cut down to 6 points. That one good from Antetokounmpo.
Now that basket must be widening out right now, and he's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Back to Brown. To the paint. Here's Griffin. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. For Milwaukee, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Augustine, no luck.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense, not really a factor.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Augustine passes to Giannis. And the double up on Antetokounmpo. Yep, that one goes. Augustine's got his second bucket of the night.
Yep, that's a great look from Giannis there.
Brown feeling out a bit. Luwawu. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists now in this one.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Here's Connaughton. Here's Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Giannis right now getting hard work done on the inside to get some extra possession.
Pass to Luwawu. Back to Griffin. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up, officials. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Here's Lopez. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Irving dishes to Griffin. Irving passes to Griffin. The kick out to Irving. Over Holiday. And that one's off. And this is his first shot of the game. What?
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. And as great as James Harden has been, his game has attracted its share of critics, they say. And that's a...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
And those extra chances mean so much. And he has shaped the game with the way he's been pulling down those offensive boards.
And the team appreciating all of that dirty work going on. His activity has been phenomenal.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Irving is out there with Griffin. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Durant, and it's Harris in at the 3 slot. DiVincenzo kicks to Holiday. And it's KD with the rebound. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Nets. And that one's good, Irving. Irving's got the lead up to 10 now for Brooklyn.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Taken away by Holiday. Fast break, Milwaukee. Portis with it. Guarded now by Durant. A shot by Middleton. Wide open. Milwaukee. No good that time either.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
Irving's shot is good. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
Jordan. That one's not going to go. Now the Bucks take it the other way. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Well, Middleton right now staying aware of where his teammates are and hitting them when they're open.
Harris looking it over. Feeds it to Jordan. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Irving dishes to Jordan. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Jordan's got 6.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
To the inside, and the slam by Blake Griffin.
Just all alone down there. Credit goes to DeAndre for finding him. That's a nice pass.
Left side, Portis. Middleton outside. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Middleton's got his first basket.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve. I'm honestly not sure what that was about. Maybe a protest against his coach?
So you're saying that he's out there right now protesting in some form or fashion?
Here's DiVincenzo. Misses from short range. Nets leading by 12. Oh, the lob to Irving. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Portis. He hits it from 9. Portis has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And they need those kind of plays right now. Smart defense that generates some more.
To the middle. Here's Jordan. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. And the Nets lead by 12.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
DiVincenzo passes to Holiday. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. The pass to Jordan. Back to Irving, and stolen by DiVincenzo. Fast break, Milwaukee. And Middleton kicks to Portis. Here's Lopez, and good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
Lopez powering through that time.
The Nets have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Knocked away. Outside Griffin. Irving for 3. Offensive rebound. Takes the 3. Jordan the pass to Irving. Griffin finds Irving. Off target from 3-point range.
Well, his shooting has been a little bit below par. You think about what this lead would look like if he was on.
The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
Hard work on the offensive glass. You can see the coaching staff rise up and clap for that effort.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Jeff Green, he's checked in for Jordan. Bruce Brown comes in for Joe Harris. Landry Shamet's checked in for Irving. And it's James Harden in for Blake Griffin.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Pass to Giannis. And Giannis throws it down.
Well, guarding Antetokounmpo is really difficult because of how awkward he can get around the floor and how much space he can take up.
Harden scanning the floor. Got it up. And that one released in time, but no good. The third quarter comes to a close. Nets out in front, leading by 5. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Even though the position is called shooting guard, passing part of your responsibilities in today's game.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Connaughton in at the 2-guard.
And just a smooth player who reads the floor incredibly well. Harden is always looking to get his teammates involved.
Stolen by Harden. Lobbed up there for Green. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Giannis. Harden grabs the miss. And so Green will bring it up for the Nets. They've led by as many as 14 points. Kept alive. He kicks to Brown. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Harris is checked in for Landry Shamet. Drew Holiday's checked in for the Bucks. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Holiday. Brown the pass to Green. A shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Bucks trail by 9. Here's Connaughton. Outside Holiday. The feed to Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
Not sure how he saw that there. Holiday with a firm understanding how to get the ball to an open teammate.
Outside, KD. Kicks it to Harden. Back to Durant. In the corner, it's Harris. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. Jordan, he's checked in for Jeff Green. And Milwaukee also making a switch. DiVincenzo's checked in. The wide open look for Durant. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Here's Antetokounmpo. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
This guy upping his scoring average every year. Tonight's effort's only going to increase the chances of Giannis to do that again maybe this season.
Harden kicks to KD. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Holiday goes in. Misses from close range. Nets leading by 5. And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way. Brown finds Harden. Durant, the pass to Harden. Back to Durant. Takes a 3. Rebounded by the Bucks.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
And just about 3 minutes through the 4th quarter here. Durant for 3. Again, the miss by KD.
Now, sometimes you just have an off night, guys, and that's what we've seen so far. Giannis Antetokounmpo is a star in this league, and more the team trusts him in those moments.
Durant kicks to Jordan. Out to Harris. There's the dish to Brown. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Brown's got his first points in this one.
There are only 2 players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
And Holiday, here we go. Rebound, Brooklyn. KD's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Outside Jordan. Brown kicks to Harris. DiVincenzo against Brown. Dishes it to Durant. Here's...
Oh, man. Fans love it. Listen to that. I love that sound in the arena. Oh, DeAndre Jordan sinks that shot. Not the first option, but doing the job.
Here's Holiday, and it's blocked by Jordan. Harris outside. In the corner, Harden. Harris against DiVincenzo. Shot clock at 6. And they double up Brown. A shot by Harden. Wide open. KD passes to Brown. Harris outside. This one for 3. The rebound by the Bucks.
It's been a struggle all night long from deep, but doesn't seem like he's lost his confidence. He's still letting them rip.
It's good.
They're playing working to perfection there if that was their plan. And if it wasn't, maybe that should be their plan.
17 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. On the wing, Harris. Outside Durant. It's tipped. Lopez with the steal.
A 3 and nothing but a 3 will do here.
Now this is all from the perimeter and outside the arc here.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks.